Hello and welcome. It's been a long time since I've had a video up. The Guthrie video, I think, was the last one I've had. The rest have been streams. I've been really off set for a long time, but I keep promising that I'll be back. So I'm just going to try to put effort into it as much as I can and really push. But anyway, now we've got that out of the way. Happy Halloween! All Hallows Eve. Samhain. Halloween. It is supposedly the time of year when the veil between our world and the spirit world is at its thinnest. So, I'm drinking me some diet ginger ale while I shoot this. So, we are going over for October, and I guess as a Halloween special, since I didn't get any for the rest of the month, the sightings of a cryptozoological monster known as the Dover Demon. Cryptozoological means hidden creatures or mysterious creatures. It's put into the same categories as your Bigfoots, your Loch Ness Monster, cryptozoological. So, we are just as a little special for this Halloween, since I didn't get any more for the month, the Dover Demon. Um, so, let's go over what'll be the majority of it, the sightings. And as always, I do have my handy dandy notes. The first sighting happened in April the 21st of 1977. 17-year-old William Bartlett and two of his friends, Mike Mazoka and Andy Brody, both 17, were in William's Volkswagen in Dover, Massachusetts. That night, the three of them were in his Volkswagen driving down Farm Street at around 10:30 p.m. Along a stone wall, they saw a creature they immediately think are a cat or dog. Well, William sees it. He shined the vehicle's headlights on the creature to reveal something he had never seen before. Although the sighting was only for seconds, Bartlett was supposedly the only one of the three to see the creature, despite verification from Brody and Mazzocco of Bartlett's reaction. The creature was described as follows. It stood 3.5 to 4 feet tall, having a large melon-shaped head with two large orange eyes, a thin neck, connected to an oblong blur. I cannot separate pages here. Connected to an oblong body and long spindly limbs and digits. Its color and texture is often described as peach and like wet sandpaper. The sighting only lasted for a few seconds before the creature ran away. Mazoka and Brody never witnessed the creature, but as I said, they attest to Bartlett's emotional reaction as genuine. When Bartlett later drew a picture of the creature, he wrote, "I, Bill Bartlett, swear on a stack of Bibles that I saw this creature." And there we have the first sighting of the creature. The second sighting happened around 2 hours later, approximately midnight of that same night. 15-year-old John Baxter was walking home from his girlfriend's home along Miller's Hill Road. After a mile, he saw a silhouette that he thought was a local boy whom he knew that lived on the street, on that particular street. He calls out to the figure and receives no answer. As he's able to get closer, he calls out again. It gets no response. And as he gets a little closer, the creature scurried off the side of the road. Baxter chases it down a ditch, and it stops in an open field, leaning on a tree, and Baxter says he can see this silhouette. The description was similar to Bartlett's. It had a bulbous head, spindly limbs, tendril-like digits, but it was on its back legs instead of all fours. Baxter said he quickly turned and makes his way back to the road. He is soon picked up and gets a ride home. So that's sighting number 2. That's all that one night. The next night, you have the third and final sighting of the creature ever. And it involved 15-year-old Abby Branham and 18-year-old Will Tanner. They were driving together when Abby spotted it on Springdale Avenue. It was sitting on all fours by the side of the road. And again, she gave the same description, but her only difference was that it had glowing green eyes, which, again, can be attributed to light shine on when a creature, you see somebody's eyes or a creature's eyes. There's often, you'll see like different colors, usually an orange, but sometimes it can be slightly different. Also, all 3 sightings were within a 25-hour period. But yeah, and that's all 3 sightings. The creature hasn't been seen since, although one person suggests that he may have seen the creature a few years prior to those three particular sightings. Um, Explanations, one of the biggest ones that I do kind of like, and it does work if you've ever seen the pictures, a baby moose. Although many people claim that it's not that time of year and it was kind of outside of the range for most moose. So, oddities like that do happen, but many people suggest it may have been something else. But the baby moose does, if you look at it within a certain light or a certain angle, if you've ever seen pictures, it has kind of spindly legs, a bulbous head, this round body. It can look quite like what they described. It may not necessarily be that, but it's a possible explanation. Um, and another note, I think it was the Boston Globe. They said that if you place all 3 points on a map and plotted them, they would go in a straight line. So it's like something was trying to walk, in a straight direction to go wherever it was going. So again, very likely some form of wildlife. But the fact that there's just a few sightings, the sightings were in only a certain area, and there are possibilities of what it could have been. I have to say, in this particular instance, I don't think there was any real chance of a actual Dover demon, though the claims of it are interesting. I used to be real big into stuff like cryptozoology, so I do find it kind of interesting, though I don't think the Dover demon was real or had a real chance to be real. That's my personal opinion. You can have yours, and feel free to leave them in the comments below. As always, educate thyself. Read, think, study, learn. Always good to know or have the resources available to know. And I love you guys. It's been a while since I've had one of these up, so hopefully I'll have more in the future. But that's it for now, and I'll see you later. Bye.